Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, Ty.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Herbert not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Fields now to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, 53 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Easy. 175. Watch right. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Monday.
Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
EQ.
Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And a broken tackle could not free it. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Fields. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have taken the lead. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there and still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Alpha. Right.
From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Now it's Fields. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hey, Ken. Yep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Ken.
Throwing again is Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got room. And he will have the Bears first down. The 3rd down conversion.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Off play action, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
You got a mini base.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practice,
touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. On 2nd down, here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Let's face it. into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, here's Nwangu. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Addison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Vikings are back within a score. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now Fields. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flush to his right. He finds some open field here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after here coming up. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, Barbara, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Fields on first down. And this one's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Fields now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone. So we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hands it off out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. That's for more, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Nwangu.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this one drops in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Vikings are able to at least get one score back.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Vikings 27.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st down, Fields.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
On play action, Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been...
There he goes, right side.
Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
handoff right side to Nwangu. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Right.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Cameron Bynum there defensively.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
This is caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. It's complete. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And the Vikings first down.
This is 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Complete at the 1. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll